which is fine. Anybody willing to pay millions of dollars for a banana, knock yourself out. There's nothing wrong with it. It's not illegal, it's not immoral, but frivolous, almost childish. That foolishness is going to disappear. When the world matures, and it is maturing, all of this is going to end. So as it's going on, play the game, but know that it's only temporary.
Rabbi Manis Friedman, hello. Thank God it's Tuesday. So happy to have this opportunity to speak with you. And I want to continue. It sort of became like a series because life calls for it. A series of talk shows that have one thing in common: to filter what's true and what's false, what's real and what's not real. And I know you have been developing this concept with on your YouTube channel and in many of your talks. And I want to take this to the area of our current state of economy.
What is it about the economy that worries you?
Well, if we look at so many things, it's not that it worries me. It's just, I don't know. I don't think I'm the only one who does not understand and who does not see the truth in it. Few examples. Last week, a banana taped to a wall was sold for over $6 million. How is that being valued? This week, we found out that Rachel Meadows, a host of MSNBC, who hosts one show a week, gets compensated $30 million for her work a year. I'm just wondering how things are evaluated these days. Stock market. The company goes, the company doesn't make money. It loses money. The stock goes up. What is it based on? What are we basing our value of things, services? What are we basing them on? So my question is, there are so many lies all over the place, and we have spoken about the ones that pertain to healthcare, that pertain to politics, and so many other areas, values. But economy, it seems that if I was to build a pyramid, I would say it all stems down from economy, because basically what makes the world go round in our day and age? It is money, and it is the value of money. It's how much money there is out there, who has more calls the shots. So if this is what is it true? I mean, I'm very confused about it, and I am pretty certain that I'm not the only one. Just we are confused about so many areas in life: education, gender, healthcare, and all of these things. I think economy pretty much presents the biggest question. This is the biggest mystery of it all. Bitcoin. Mathematical mining, all of a sudden, through the roof. So yeah, there are so many questions, and I'm wondering if we can look at it from Torah perspective, as far as the reality of it all and the state of it all, and how we're supposed to accept it, take it, deal with it. You usually are good about setting us straight once a week. So this is a tough one. It's a big question.
When I was a teenager, I used to spend time in the yeshiva with the older students, where I wasn't exactly welcome, but I would sneak in. I admire these boys. The older classes, they were very wise. Anyway, so one Friday night, there were three guys sitting at a table, and they were talking, and the conversation came around to the value of things and how it's determined. And they were talking about the tablecloth that was on the table. How do you determine how much this tablecloth is worth? So one of them explained that there is supply and demand. Whatever is in smaller supply is more expensive. Whatever is in plentiful supply is cheaper. The other one said, no, it depends on the value of gold at the market at the time, the standard. And he explained it quite intelligently. But then the third guy, who happened to be a Russian boy, he says, Chevra, listen to me. When you need a tablecloth, it's worth everything. And when you don't need a tablecloth, then it's worth nothing. That was like, whoa. When you need something, it has value. If you don't need it, it has no value other than on paper. So the whole system is pumped up, and people get rich and powerful on things that nobody needs. Nobody needs. The uber wealthy, it seems, the reason they get to be that rich is because they're providing something that everybody needs. If you want to really be rich in reality, in truth, solid, figure out what people need and supply it. It almost doesn't matter how much you charge because everybody needs it. So the volume will make up for whatever price you set on it. On the other hand, you play the game, the money game, the monopoly game. You sell stuff that nobody needs. You make a lot of money. Then one day, something shifts, something changes, and people realize, hey, we don't need that. And you're finished. You're out of business. You're bankrupt. That's if all things are honest and kosher and add to that the cheating, the lying, the false advertisements, the false claims, and you have a total mess. So among the other things that are all fake news, finances is also. It's manipulated, it's inflated, it's deflated. There's nothing real, nothing true going on there. When the world settles down and becomes normal, everything a person can possibly need will be provided in abundance, and it won't cost anything. That would be a normal world. And I'm very much looking forward to that.
Aren't we all?
Where money won't mean anything. What you can buy for money is the objective. And if that becomes available without money, why would you need money? There's something very artificial or contrived. Work hard all week, make a lot of dollars so that you can buy what you need for Shabbos. It's a top-heavy, unwieldy. It shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be like that. When the world settles down, there will be no working for money. That whole thing's got to go. It's a terrible system. The haves and the have-nots. The haves are too arrogant. The have-nots are too depressed. It's a terrible system.
Rabbi Friedman, but yet this is a system that is in place right now. So
it's falling apart like everything else.
It's always the question is of how fast. And while it is in place and it's getting to people, for sure it is, to a lot of people, how do you suggest people deal with this on both sides, those who have abundance and don't know what to do with it and frivolously spend it, like on taped bananas to a wall, or buying real estate and virtual space for money equivalent to the real estate. I mean, there's so much crazy kind of spending out there. Again, I hope I'm not insulting anybody, but
Well, there's really no limit on what you can charge, whatever the market will bear, which is fine. Anybody willing to pay millions of dollars for a banana, knock yourself out. I don't understand how they keep that banana fresh.
Me neither.
It's a real banana? It can't be.
Really,
anyway,
the worth was that certificate of authenticity, and that was the real value of it. But again, in my crazy mind, I don't get that either. So maybe someone does.
So again, there's nothing wrong with it. It's not illegal. It's not immoral, but frivolous, almost childish. Somebody makes a banana popular and you have to own that banana. That foolishness is going to disappear. When the world matures, and it is maturing, all of this is going to end. So as it's going on, play the game, but know that it's only temporary. Bearing that in mind, I don't think you would invest in a banana.
Few cents for lunch, but that's about it.
If you enjoyed this conversation or this topic, and you're looking for more information, or you want to hear it again from another angle, there's a way to do that. And that is in this book. It's all there. Order it from Amazon. You can read it, reread it, and share it. These ideas, these messages, this approach to life, this approach to Torah, to meaning, and to morals is vital for the world today. And we need to get this message out to the entire world. It is universal, it's essential, it's indispensable. To support this effort, if you want to be a partner in this crime, check out the link and make a donation. It really helps a lot. And thank you in advance.